guys give me a second while I get situated here. Let's see. What's poppin', everyone? I'm gonna give it a second for people to join in. This is water, by the way. Mountain Valley, sponsor me. What up, you boy? All right, you guys, today is our last dance of this live series. Get it? I know, I'm not funny right now. Okay, it's fine. Daily Sports Talk! Woo! You're in here. What's poppin'? You guys, I can't believe that series is already over. I want to give it, what up, Chris the Goat? What up, Killer Swag? Hey, I'm so happy to see you guys in here. All right, before I jump in, Daily Sports Talk, you did finally make it for the last one. Before I jump in, I want to know your guys' thoughts on the last 2 episodes of The Last Dance. What was my favorite episode of The Last Dance? That's so hard because like how they released it. What up, Nat? John, woo! You're in here. My people are in here. That's what's up. That's hard to say what was my favorite episode because, you know, they would give us 2 at a time. Overall, it was really made well. That's something that I really thought. I was like, wow, like the producers of this documentary have really tied in the art of storytelling. In this digital age, we have lost the art of storytelling because people just want headlines and clicks. And so they're just putting out information super fast, and the goal right now has become to be the first person to put something out. And the problem with that is that you're telling crappy stories. See, YouTube, you can't get me, I said crap. So this documentary really did that well, where they told the story and they told it right. And I think they told it pretty fairly. Like, I think they were pretty fair with Jordan's shortcomings, his amazing attributes. They did a good job. But, all right, you guys, I think one of my favorite parts of the whole series was the final seconds of the last episode. Let me explain, all right? That final second, the last few seconds, it starts saying, you know, Phil Jackson was replaced, Jordan retired, Pippen and Kerr were traded, Dennis Rodman was released, right? So they say that, and then they say, and the Bills started their journey of rebuilding, ... I was waiting for them to low-key say, and they never won a championship since! But I swear, guys, take my word for it, they were throwing shade when they were like, the Bulls rebuilt. Haven't done it since! Alright, let me see some of these comments. Whoa, what up, Killa? We're happy to have you in here. The Last Dance has been carrying my quarantine. Fact, same here. And now I'm like, what am I gonna do? Oh, shoot. What am I gonna do now that it's over? Giovanni was poppin'. Subtie, the music on The Last Dance deserves an Oscar. No, that's a fact. On the real, certain songs would come on and I'd pull out my iTunes and just start downloading the music. Like there is Outkast. There's some good old school music. I love Rodman, don't we all? Rodman, he's crazy. He's crazy as hell, but the thing about him that's so cool, and I think what we all kind of just loved about him or love about him is that he just was himself, and he was going to be himself no matter what. You could not stop that. Like Phil Jackson said, no, it wasn't Phil Jackson, it was the coach on the Pistons, but they said, you cannot put a saddle on a Mustang. He's just himself. I love people that are just crazy, and they're not afraid to own it. All right. Giovanni says, and the Bulls still rebuilding. That's so, they should have put that. You guys trust me, okay? I know subtle shade when I see it. I am the queen of passive aggressive subtle shade. when they said the Bulls got rid of Phil Jackson, MJ, and right after they had said that if Jerry had just played his cards right, all of them would have come back on a 1-year deal. All of them would have come back to try and get, sorry guys, there's like this butterfly outside my window, just huge, massively. Fine, I'm exaggerating, it's like this big. It's huge though. But anyway, sorry, ADD. They got done saying that all of them, including MJ, including Phil Jackson, would have come back to try and get that 7th ring. And then they say, but let them all go, and they are rebuilding, aka haven't done ish since. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, it's time to read the flu game shoes to food poison 11. Okay, but wait a minute, guys. Serious question for you. I have a serious question. Now, I may be a bit of a conspiracy theorist. Actually, I'm not. But was it food poisoning or was he just like poisoned? Do you think they messed with that pizza so that their home team could win? Tell me. Catch up on all these. This is the hard part about going live. Right when they said the Bulls are rebuilding, I thought about Derrick Rose. I thought about him too. That's a tough one. That's always a tough one. Poor guy. I feel bad for him. I really do. D Rose made Chicago popular again. Honestly, he did. He definitely did. It is such a shame. It is such a shame that he just kept getting injured and he just never fully recovered. Although we started to see life in him again, but that's a really sad story in the NBA. All right. 5 guys delivering 1 pizza. What do you think? I'm telling you, I think they messed with that pizza. Shoot, I would for Kobe. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Okay. You guys, I did not know about Steve Kerr's dad. I look at him so, not differently, but his personality makes more sense to me now. Because I know that Steve Kerr is super heavy into meditation, almost like Phil Jackson status, and he actually has implemented that with his teams. Steph Curry has talked about it a lot, where Steve makes them meditate. And it's just crazy. I did not know that about his dad. And it's crazy that MJ and Steve both had their dads go in a violent way. They were killed. Can you shout out Arc11, please? It's my Instagram. You got it. Arc11. Follow him. All right, guys, tell me some of your thoughts on this, on the last 2 episodes and the whole story. I have to, okay, you guys, hold on. Let me take a sip of water and then I'll tell you. Is MJ going to do insurance commercials with Shaq? Nah, you're never going to see MJ. You're never going to see MJ, like, promoting like that. He's a billionaire, okay? That is not his brand anymore. He promotes his shoes and that's about it. Okay. Did anyone else get the feeling when MJ was talking about what could have been with that 7th ring if they had all just gone back? And he was like, yeah, I want to see what Jerry has to say about why he broke us up and da-da-da-da-da. I saw something in the man. I swear to you, you guys, this man could, like, suit up again and get on that court. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. I think this sparks this whole process of filming the documentary. It looks like it sparked something in MJ. Don't you think? I think he's gonna, I don't think he's actually gonna make a comeback on the court. Although you never know. He's tricked us many times. But I do think he is going to get involved with us again in some way. We'll see. We'll see. That's not the last we saw of him. But it was really interesting. Bulls would have won 7 in 99, but Lakers would have beat them in 2010. Truer words have never been spoken, and you know that as a fact. So we have this MJ documentary, right? But I'm not kidding. I want there to be a clinical scientific study done on the man. I want a scientific study done on the man. Like they say, part of what made him so great was not necessarily his talent or his skill or his hard work even. It was his ability to be so present. Be just present in the moment. And when you think about that, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because most of the time, we are either in the moment trying to get to our next moment, which would be the future, or pissed off or stressed out about something that happened 10 minutes ago, and it's hard to focus. Like, guys on the court, when they're having a really bad game, I'm sorry, Katie, don't come after me, but Katie, I thought was a pretty emotional player at times. He would hear something about himself in the media, and you could see it on him on the court. You could see it on him in his interview. He's not able to just brush things off and let things go the way that Michael Jordan, I think, had the ability to do so, more so probably than any player ever. I think possibly even more so than Kobe. Because even at times when you knew Kobe and Vanessa were going at it, you could see it. You could see it in Kobe's game. He was sad, he was depressed. But MJ, which we know he was going through it with Juanita sometimes, and other women from what I've heard, but who knows the truth. You didn't see that in his game. The man was poisoned. They tried to kill him. I don't know if they tried to kill him, but the man was poisoned, and he had one of his best games ever. By the way, I know people are making a big deal like, oh, it wasn't the flu, but it doesn't matter. He was just as sick. You know what I mean? Could have been worse. Yes, Giovanni, Kobe was a monster that year. However, the year that Vanessa, really, I think it was 2012-ish, 2013, 2012-ish, Vanessa filed for that divorce. Whew, we saw it. But he loved her. That was his soulmate. I actually do have a story about KD and burner accounts. I'm pretty sure he contacted me a few times for doing a story about him having a new burner account and was telling me to delete the story, to delete the post, or whatever. I'll do a story time on my channel and tell you guys more about that. It's crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, I think that is one of the things that made MJ great. He's able to shake things off and just be in the game and be present. And I think that's why he was able to play through being poisoned, because it was just like, no, I'm on the court. Like, the sickness probably didn't even exist to him while he was playing. Because notice how they said you just would see him collapse when the whistle was blown and he was taken out of the game. But when he was in the game, he was dropping dimes and trays like it's raining. All right, you guys, I want you guys to tell me what you think MJ's secret sauce was. Was it his talent? Was it his hard work? Was it his ability to be present? What the heck was it? I need to know, because I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan documentary. Yeah, the storytellers of that documentary did a phenomenal job. I haven't seen storytelling like that in a hot minute, and I've missed it. So, his work ethic, his ability to maximize his God-given abilities, similar to Kobe. Yeah, I think it's just a massive combination of all of that. It's crazy. It's crazy. I want a scientific, I'm done with the documentaries on MJ. Now I want a study done on the man. I want, is he not human? Is he not? He might not be. The Last Dance wasn't a Michael Jordan documentary. It was about Chicago Bulls as the team. I disagree. It was about Michael Jordan, and it included the Chicago Bulls as a team. I mean, no, I would say it's like 60-40. I think it was 60% about Michael Jordan's story and his greatness, and 40% about the team. I'm sorry. Giovanni says Jordan was going to become as skilled as he could to match his athleticism. That's like the struggle. That is a struggle, okay? So you could be the most talented person in a room, in whatever field you're in, right? But if you're not putting in that work, someone who's less talented than you is going to come and replace you. Because I think it was Will Smith who said it, and he's another master at his craft. Skill beats out talent. Like, talent is something you're born with, but you can lose. Skill is something that's developed through hard work. And if you want that number one spot, you have to put in the work. Yeah, Jordan was going to be covered the most because he was the best player on that team. I mean, not just the best player on the league. It's clear that Jordan took the NBA global, and he did. He did. Give the man some credit. I'm glad, you guys. I'm glad this documentary came out and I watched it because, like I said, obviously, if you're an NBA fan, you have mad respect for Jordan, right? But as I've said many times, I grew up in the 90s, and I didn't see as much Jordan playing because I was so young. Even while his run was going, I was so young. I was like a toddler, not really paying attention. So seeing this documentary, I have more respect for him now than what I previously had, and I understand him better. I understand why he kind of left the public's eye for a while, and just the struggle. Jordan's a world icon, just his initials MJ was a lot. 100%. He's a god. We don't really have gods anymore. You know what I mean? Like Michael Jackson, I know all the stuff that's come out in the last few years, but we can't really speak on that much because he's not here to tell his side of the story. But before all that, I'm talking like the moonwalking, the Thriller, he was a god. You know what I mean? Elvis Presley was a god. Michael Jordan was a god. People will like faint just seeing you from the TV. But we don't really have that anymore. Can you think, I think people really, really are into LeBron, but I don't think it's quite that level. It might be close, but it's not that same level where people are literally just seeing you and fainting. You know what I mean? I don't know. Can you guys think of anyone right now that's like godlike on that level? I can't think of anyone. No actors, no nothing. We don't really have that anymore. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's very dangerous to put human beings on that high of a pedestal because like what we saw play out in the documentary with Jordan, they're still human, they're gonna fall, and when they do, we try and nail them to a cross. We can't do that. Jordan, okay, so Sweat Arise says, Jordan is a god. Oh, Brandon, thank you so much for the $5. Mwah! That made my day, thank you. Aww. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Brandon. Okay, so Jordan's a god because he's perfect on his record. We've been told no one is perfect, but MJ was on the court. That's why he had an aura. That's why he was hailed. Jordan, I would not say was perfect. Maybe close on the court, but no one's been perfect. What about Kobe Bryant? I definitely think Kobe was a mega superstar, but I don't, and in my eyes, he is a god, for sure. Like, in my eyes, he is, but I think globally, MJ was received more in that way and seen more in that way because he was the first one to dominate the league like that. And MJ paved the way for Kobe. Although I do think Kobe was nastier and maybe even like, I don't know, slightly more skilled, but that is just me. Leave me alone. Social media killed that godlike persona for celebs. That probably definitely played a big role in it because then they became so accessible. Love you too, Curtis. Because yes, Kobe is very loved by the Chinese and the Italians. That is very true. In fact, you're right. Kobe may be, in China he is a god. But I mean just overall, that global thing. Like Michael Jackson had it, Elvis Presley had it, Princess Diana had it, and Michael Jordan had it. But, what was I saying? You guys, you know I have ADD. Yes, okay, so social media made celebs a lot more accessible to us. And so it did take away some of that, like, allure, probably. And we see their messiness play out on the gram. But can you imagine if Instagram was around when Jordan was playing? I know all these models would be coming out saying, Jordan DM'd me. Guys, let's be clear. Jordan, I know, probably said it's off limits to talk about in this documentary. But he too was a womanizer. Okay? We have that on good authority. Elvis's trash stole songs. I know that's your opinion, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter if someone stole or not. If you're idolized, you're idolized. You just have that star quality or you don't. You know what I mean? Elvis just had that persona that it was easy for people to like and love, and he was a womanizer. He'd be making out with fans on stage. He just had the personality and the looks to be the star, and that happens sometimes. Beyonce, I think, has it. She may be one of the closest things we have to it, but even still, yeah, she might be close. She might be close. But even still, I still don't think she is on the same level as, like, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys, I'm kidding. I don't want the beehive coming after me. She is on that same level. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Leave me alone. Jordan had different chicks every night. They all do. They all do. I'm sorry. The only one that I kind of believe is probably 100% faithful is Steph Curry. He's like the only one that I can fully believe it. The rest of them, they could be fully faithful to their wives, but I don't think it's likely. And I'm not saying they're cheating, because I think a lot of the wives are just like, yeah, when you're on the road, just don't let anyone find out, and don't get anyone pregnant, don't bring home any, nastiness. But I think they have like open agreements. They have to. They just have to, or they just look the other way, or they blast them on social media when they find the receipt. You know how it is. This is what I'm telling you. Eminem is on a godlike level. In my eyes, he is too. He might be my favorite rapper. What up, Christopher? What up, Willie? Scott! Woo! I'm so happy you guys are in here. Happy Friday, everyone, by the way. It's Memorial Weekend. And we're locked inside. I'm just kidding. The beaches are open. Nature's open. Go do something. So actually I had a huge, Eminem was my first and like only celeb crush. And by the way, I was like 10 years old saying I was going to marry Eminem. You can imagine the concern that gave my parents on why I was obsessed with this violent rapping. But it's because, like, my soul, I get it. I'm violent too. I'm just kidding. What up, Malcolm? I'm just happy you made it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I straightened my hair today. So now it's like really long when it's straight. I've been wearing it curly in quarantine, so I didn't want to do it. Will LeBron win another ring? I hope so. I hope he gets a ring this year. I mean, none of us know, like, exactly what the NBA is going to do, but we know they are going to resume the season. And, God, I won't be able to recover if the Lakers don't win the title this year. They have to win it this year. They have to win it this year. Not just because of, like, everything we've been through, but Kobe, please, God. No, God, I'm really praying this. You guys are all my witnesses right now. I am praying, God, please give the Lakers the title this year. Please, we need it. We need it. That's the only thing that's going to not even make us feel better, but it will help a little bit in the name of Kobe. Please, can we win this year? Run away with me. Aw, where are we going? Hey, do you ever to DMs anymore? Deathpin, what's poppin'? I'm happy to see you in here. Do I ever check my Instagram DMs anymore? Sometimes, but guys, the DMs get overwhelming because as you guys know, when I did the Maxim campaign, I opened up my DMs. Like, if you were voting, I let everyone in, and I was chatting with everyone. And so sometimes I'll get like 100 DMs, and that's like overwhelming to go through in one day. And so I can't even look sometimes, but I try, okay? I try. I'm not kidding. The best way if you want to chit chat is in my comments on YouTube, because I am in these comments, as you guys know. You cannot find a comment I have not replied to. You cannot. I go to YouTube and I click on show me the comments that I haven't replied to, and I talk to everyone. So if you want to chit chat, comment on a video and I will get there. DMs are a little bit more tricky just because they're overwhelming. They're overwhelming right now. Come on, Kobe don't want LeBron to win the title. That's not true. That's not true at all. Kobe's final post on Instagram was supporting LeBron. That's literally the night before the thing that I can't even talk about it. The accident happened. Kobe posted up supporting LeBron, and he made it very clear that he wants LeBron and the Lakers to win a title. He made it very clear that, you know, we have to stop this GOAT debate. Is it MJ? Is it Kobe? Is it LeBron? We have to just appreciate their qualities. Although we all know that LeBron's a little bit softer than those two. Just kidding. Just kidding. He's not softer, but it is a different style of play, okay? It's a different style. LeBron is a good person. He always shows support to legends. Yeah, LeBron is a good person. He does seem to be a good person. I've never met him. You never know these days. But he gives back. One thing that I don't understand about LeBron is I will say that he's like hands down the best current player in the league, all right? And he's like building schools. He's starring in all kinds of productions. He's running production companies. I don't understand how LeBron focuses on so many things at once, and he's the current best basketball player in the league. How do people do that? How? I don't understand that. I'm really good at obsessing at one thing at a time. Speaking of overwhelming, Ty, LeBron got more pressure to win a title in LA after the documentary. T West, oh my God, hi, where have you been? I'm mad at you because you haven't been in any of my live streams. Okay, so as far as LeBron getting more pressure to win after the documentary, that makes no sense to me. And I know it's true. I know he probably is, because everyone is, for some reason, this documentary comes out about the Bulls in the 90s and Michael Jordan in the 80s and 90s. And everyone, for some reason, is now trying to compare Michael and LeBron. Stop. You can't compare them. I won't let it happen. You can't. LeBron is not replacing MJ. LeBron is not replacing Kobe. And MJ and Kobe's legacies can't change LeBron's. They're different. And they're for different generations. You know? What up, Adrian? I know you emailed me the other day, and I'm going to get back to you this weekend. Kobe wanted Kawhi to join the Lakers because he has a close relationship. I know. Wait, hi, Rick. Aw, Rick, how are you? And T West, you have some splaining to do. You guys. Yes. Carlos, the Basketball or Nothing is coming after this series. That's going to be my next series. T-West, oh my gosh, T-West. Okay. Well, thank you for saying hi. We've missed you on here. Get in the comments whenever you're available so we can catch up. Kobe taught Kawhi. You don't think he's going to be more motivated to win the championship? I think almost probably every single NBA player is motivated because of what happened to Kobe. But we all know that Kobe would have wanted to see it go to the Lakers. I mean, he led purple and gold. Like, he was with them for 20 years. And so, let's make that happen, guys. Adam Silver, make it happen. Bye, T-West. LeBron has to feed us. We are hungry for a win here in LA. Can I have an autograph? Yes. So you guys, I actually, right before all the quarantine-ish happened, I was printing posters to send out because when I did the Maxim competition, people asked for posters, signed posters. And then all this craziness happened and I was like, no one's gonna want a poster because they'll think it's like contaminated. But if you guys want them, let me know and I'll start shipping them out. Been a fan of yours since the fumble. That's what's up. I love my loyal ones. John, yes you can. Is it overexposed? Yeah, that happens. I can't adjust the lighting because it's natural lighting. It's a window. It's not like a lamp. What we talking about? Okay, Adrian, we talked about the last couple episodes of The Last Dance, and we're pretty much wrapping this up. But I stopped watching the fumble after you left. See, guys, wait, you guys are distracting me. It's hard to do live streams and read comments at the same time. I do my best though. I actually am gonna, I have to do another video just kind of talking about, you know what, here's what I'm gonna do. Every time I do a Q&A on Instagram, I get a question asking, why did you leave the fumble? Why did you leave the fumble? And so that I'm going to announce a time and day where I'm going to live stream, and I'll let you guys ask me anything about the fumble. And then after that, you can ask me any question about why I left, what was up. You can never ask me again after that live stream, okay? I'm putting that chapter behind me. Although, I hear there's new ownership there now, but I will say, like how I said at the beginning of this live stream, how a lot of news outlets and just content creators are losing the art of storytelling because they're more interested in clicks and views. I'm not there. I'm much more interested in the art, in the craft of storytelling and putting out dope content. And let's just say that's part of the reason I had to make that choice. I just want to throw in a few hot takes, Ty Savage, The Last Dance at the Fumble. Holy moly! That's going to be the title. That's going to be the title. Woo! Yeah, Adrian, we were just talking about just the last couple episodes, so let us know your thoughts. Ty Savage putting the fumble on blast. I'm not going to blast them, but, and I still have friends that work there, but I'm allowed to tell my truth that I left because I didn't like how things were being run. I didn't think that the content was serving the audience anymore. It was just trying to force the audience to click on it and then being disappointed. And I'm not down with that. I'm too young in my career to stick around for something like that. No. Killa Swag, you have the credit for naming Ty Savage The Last Dance with the Fumble. Angel, what's poppin'? All right, you guys, I think that it's time for me to go and walk my dog to the beach. You guys, my poor dog, he's gained weight. Go to my Instagram at Taiwan on Sports. Check out my latest picture. It's a picture of me and my dog, and all my friends have been texting me that my dog has gained the quarantine 15. You're fine, though. You look good. Sorry, he's right here. He hurt me. But, we have to exercise him more. The vet told me that he does have to lose weight. I have to stop feeding him as much. I don't know why he's gaining weight. I swear he has like a food stash that I don't know about. It's clever like that. But I'm going to take him to the beach. But you guys, I love all of you so much. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to be back on here with another live series, and edited videos are coming soon. If you want to keep chatting, drop in the comments. I'll be replying to comments all day. Follow me on the gram at Taiwan on Sports. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and turn on post notifications. Drop a comment and let me know that you did, and I'll shout you out in one of the newer videos. All right? Much love, fam. Peace. And by the way, enjoy your weekend. Get some sun and some fresh air. And make the most of this. You know what I mean? It ain't all bad.